Hey guys, how we doing?
Good morning, everybody.
Joe here.
Kevin,
I keep thinking about the fashion show.
how much fun Emily had.
Oh
I thought
my
it was,
God.
I thought it was great.
Just a delight, right? And it's like Emily at the drag show, Emily at the fashion show. It's like when we put her in situations that are fun,
Yeah,
she's a blast, right?
she is. Just don't ask her to be vulnerable or forgiving.
Which is fine. Yeah, at this
Right,
point,
sure.
it's fine. Just have her out in the town.
It's who she is. Got a new coffee mug? Stars Hollow,
It's pretty great.
right?
I did not get a Stars Hollow mug.
And it's nice and big, too. Me loves me coffee.
So where do you think we're headed this season, right? Because we're getting towards the halfway mark.
Yeah, we didn't have Jess at all in the last episode, and I'm expecting to get back to him. Mm-hmm. And I'm kind of curious where we're going with Paige's, not Paige, my God, the Americans, Paris's relationship with Rory, where we're going to kind of head with that. We really came in clutch for her. Mother and daughter both having to begrudgingly get more involved in the school. I want to see how that kind of pays off.
Yeah.
But we shall see.
I liked it, right? I like the idea of Lorelai joining the Booster Club.
Oh, yeah.
And by proxy, Emily being involved in that as well. And also, I really liked the headmaster in the last episode, too.
It was the most gracious he's ever been.
For sure.
The guy came in clutch, right? Lorelai goes in to yell at him. She leaves being on a committee for the win on the headmaster.
For sure.
But when he kind of acknowledged the fact that maybe they kind of jumped the gun on pushing Rory to be more socially involved at the school. Yeah. Like, to the point of almost threatening withholding letters of recommendation from her, which I thought is super weird.
Messed up.
It's not like her academics and her list of extracurriculars aren't really impressive. But I've never heard of a school being like, well, you don't have enough friends, so we're not gonna
I know, right?
We're not gonna recommend you for things like colleges.
Which is
all right.
Which is absurd. But
it was absurd.
But I like the idea of characters coming out of their shells.
Yeah.
In any show we watch. I like that idea of seeing a character that's not normally in a situation to be uncomfortable, right. and to kind of grow is kind of what I'm looking for. So
right. And that's ultimately what that was there for, right? Yeah. As a device to get Rory to open up to other people just a little bit.
Yeah.
She still got to be herself, right? She got to kind of tell off the sorority and be a little honest about how she felt about them. But she had a fan. One girl joined her that just wanted to read and be left alone at lunch. There is nothing wrong with that.
I still think it's really funny that a high school has a sorority, but
these are different level of high schools than
for sure.
We're used to, right?
This is a Uber high school.
Yeah, this is like, we have alumni that help you later in life kind of thing, like Greek societies and colleges.
Friends for life.
Right. All right, we should get started here. I want to go and thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being here with us. Thank you, guys. And give a special thank you to all of our super patrons: Actuarial Lurker, Balaj Foldes, Chris, Derek Peterson, Jamie Morgan, Jeff, Christy Geverston, NJ, Sudugunda Varapu, Torgir Lingstad, Ware Panda 47, Trey Contreras, and AB. As always, guys, thank you so much. We're really glad you're here with us.
Yes, we are. And if you're watching this for the first time on YouTube, welcome to our channel. If you mind hitting the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content we've coming your way.
If you would like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else we've watched or we're watching, check out a link in the description below to our Patreon page. Every show, including Gilmore Girls, we're at least 4 episodes ahead on Patreon. If we're on YouTube, on everything on Patreon due to copyright law, you're going to have to sync and watch along on your own source material. You're only going to see and hear us.
New cook?
Yes, Maricela. She's introduced us to some wonderful dishes so charmingly specific to her native country.
What country is she from?
One of those little ones next to Mexico.
Oh my God.
Too bad Grandpa's not here. He likes weird food.
Yeah, where's he eating his weird food tonight? Argentina, Morocco?
Akron. The amenities are atrociously lacking. He had to eat at a coffee shop last night.
Oh my gosh.
No.
It's a Greek tragedy.
I thought of a wonderful way to cheer him up.
Cool, what?
Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
An oil portrait of you for his study.
Well, I guess that would be okay.
Oh, Mom, please, don't make her do this.
She just said she would.
Fine, paint the picture, but don't make her sit and pose for it.
Just because your own experience sitting for a portrait was bad doesn't mean Rory's has to be.
What portrait? I haven't seen this.
They never finished.
Well, I'm happy to sit. If it's for Grandpa, why not?
Wonderful. I'll set it up first thing in the morning.
Actually.
To be fair, she was poo-pooing the whole thing pretty hard.
Yeah.
I think Emily can be a lot sometimes, but I think Lorelai sometimes pushes it a little
For
far.
sure. She plays devil's advocate. And also, I want to see the Billy Idol pose.
Right. I just think it'd be hard whenever you have like something you're excited about and someone sits there and says, dumb, dumb, dumb the whole time, which is what she does a lot.
It can be obnoxious, for sure.
In Emily's position, I think it would be.
Yeah.
The first thing you and Suki would do is incorporate.
Wow, sounds so big time.
Jess is back.
He just walked right past her.
You'll both be officers and shareholders, and you'll get to make up a name for your company and everything.
How are you, Jess?
I'm not bleeding or anything.
Well, then it's gonna be a good day, huh?
It's 7:45.
So?
So, do you want me to go to school?
Out!
Wow, so much love. You've seen pictures of it, the Rachel property.
Ah, right.
Sorry.
It's okay.
That's its name now. The Rachel property.
But now, out of respect for you, I'm gonna stop repeatedly using her name and think of another name to call it. Oh, who taught you about all this business stuff? Your dad?
Please, my dad didn't even have a checking account till I finally got taller than he was. He figured I had to just dive in on my own, fail if that's my destiny, and forget what the experts say.
That is exactly my philosophy.
It shouldn't be too flashy.
How about something historical like the Paul Revere?
Oh, that could work.
I mean, if you want simple, something like the Country Rose.
That's pretty good.
How about the money pit?
Boo.
Oh, the outhouse, go international.
Go back in your hole.
Oh, the inn heading for bankruptcy. Kind of long, but nice. Most new businesses go down within 2 years.
I say if we go down after 2 years, it'll be the most exciting 2 years of our lives. It's the title search for the Rachel property. And guess who owns it?
Tell me it's not that bastard Donald Trump.
Fran.
I love Suki.
Amen, sister.
Crime scene. It's a decoration, Taylor.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies. How are we doing here?
Oh, we're doing great, Fran.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Fran, could Suki and I talk to you for a couple minutes? Fran, we understand that you own the old Dragonfly bed and breakfast, that whole property out there.
Well, yes, I do. It was my parents' business, but it's in such disarray now.
Yes, it is, and that's kind of why we're here. We'd actually like to buy it.
Oh, my. Well, this is a surprise.
See, Suki and I are going to start our own inn, and we've been searching for the perfect place.
You are going to be so successful.
Thanks, sweetie.
That means so much. Like, we have your blessing.
But I can't sell you the
Yeah,
property.
I just wanna go-
In a way, that place is really the only family I have. I plan to own it forever.
Forever?
Forever and ever.
Well, what happens to the place if if forever isn't quite forever?
I don't understand.
You're going to die.
What happens once you're no longer in the position of physically controlling the property?
How could that be?
Oh my God.
Wow. Oh my God.
She's not getting it.
Nope.
I mean,
Heaven.
the ultimate long vacation.
Yeah, Fritzy, eventually we're all gonna take the same long vacation.
She doesn't get it?
Nope. She's not getting it.
I'm very sorry, but I can never sell the place.
Oh my God. What if Fran doesn't make it through this episode?
I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Looks so sad. Would you like a cupcake?
Please.
Yeah.
Fran's gonna live forever.
Just try to calm down, Taylor.
Calm down? Why should I calm down? A crime was committed right in front of my store.
Now, we can't say that for sure yet. Contacted everyone in the precinct. No one knows anything about this.
It's a prank.
I thought it was a decoration.
You have a chalk outline of a dead body in front of your store. Look, my partner's out doing a head count to see if anybody in town is missing. Until then, just hang tight.
I mean, I told him it looked fake, but he didn't believe me.
Yeah.
Such an honest face.
Well, he must not love me as much as you do.
Everyone's accounted for, Taylor. Looks like this is just an elaborate prank.
But it looks so real. Where'd they get the police tape?
Kids have their ways.
See, I thought it was just like Halloween time and somebody had a
Yeah.
decoration up there.
I had a dream last night about us and Fran. Oh, it was in the future and we were all old. You and me and Rory and Jackson.
And Fran was still there.
What ho! Here walks up Fran, and guess
Yep.
what? She looks exactly the same, even better.
Ah, that's not fair.
I bet she's out soon.
Fran is great. No, honey, of course we love Fran. We just want to know what God's little plan is for her, that's all.
The bus is here.
Mia!
You're kidding. When?
I just spotted her walking in.
Did we know you were coming?
I didn't know I was coming.
This isn't a surprise inspection, is it?
That's exactly what this is. Ready? I don't see you enough, which is my fault, so you both pass.
His fake smile.
I clocked the fake smile too.
He said he missed you.
You've been in the U.S. quite some time, Michelle. Your enunciation really should be better. Did you get the tapes I sent you?
Hey, maybe you should hit the desk. A couple of people are looking for help.
Diction
Right
tapes.
away. Mia,
Oh, he says that he's never liked you and that you're a problem.
I said no such thing.
I don't know where this hostility comes from. Can we work this out?
Yeah, hey.
Nice to see you, Lucas.
You're the only person in the world that can call me that, Mia.
So, Mia, how's living in Santa Barbara?
Horrible. Did you know the damn sun shines all the time out there? Half my wardrobe is obsolete.
Oh, drag. Hey, you know that vintagey blue coat?
You're not getting it.
Right.
Jess, this is Mia. She owns the Independence Inn.
Huh?
That's hello, nice to meet you, and slacker.
You weren't exactly a talkative boy yourself when you were
Right.
his age. And there was that year you wore the same shirt everywhere you went.
I don't remember that.
Must have been something flannel.
No, it was from that TV show.
It's not important.
Star Trek, that's it.
He's a Trekkie. Nice.
It was a gift from my aunt. I wore it to make her happy.
I've never wanted to make any aunt of mine that happy.
I have conducted a thorough investigation of all the people who may have inadvertently been witness to the phony murder at my store last night.
What's this got to do with me?
3 people have reported seeing Jess in that area late last night, skulking, lurking.
There were a lot of people out late last night.
Another person witnessed Jess walking out of an arts and crafts store 2 days ago with what appeared to be chalk. You have to do something. People want action.
People, meaning you.
Not just me. So are you going to act?
Yes, I am. I'm gonna act like you never came in here.
Fine. Have it your own way.
F-I-N-E.
Oh, you are impossible. You are impossible.
He's the same.
He's never changed, yeah.
I gotta get out of Santa Barbara. I missed the small town theater. Do you realize it was 15 years ago, almost to the day?
Yes, it was.
What was?
To the day when this skinny little teenage girl showed up at the inn.
And now she's quitting.
Oh, that's gonna get to her, isn't it?
Work experience, none. Recommendations, none. Skills.
Besides flawlessly applying mascara in a moving car, none.
You were special.
Hey, why don't you move back here? We miss you.
Or at least visit more. You used to check in. You never come at all.
I don't have to. You made me redundant. The inn is beyond covered. It's never run this well. Or...
Well, I got some good news for you.
I'm
out.
I'm quitting. Yeah.
Yeah.
You look sad now. Why?
Huh. Nothing. I
You
feel
should tell her
terrible.
now.
I should have told her before. I should have told her the day the idea occurred to us. She deserved that.
She won't pose in an appropriate manner.
I'm trying to, Grandma. It's just awkward.
Pick
That's
a
pretty
simpler
silly.
pose, Mom.
This is the simplest, and it wasn't my choice. I wanted the swan to sit regally aside Rory's throne. I suppose you just have her sitting in a chair reading a book.
Now that sounds great.
Oh, be serious. Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
Give it a try.
Have her do the,
The arm
Norman.
over the head's ridiculous.
It's insane. Have her do the Norman Osborn from Spider-Man.
How do I tell Mia that I'm leaving?
Get her drunk first?
Oh, I can't believe it. I'm gonna let down the one person in my life who was there for me when I needed it the
I
most.
don't think you're letting
That's
her
not
down.
a letdown. You've been there 15 years.
Yeah. And also, you haven't purchased any property yet, so just
Are you gonna tell her now or later?
Later.
It's pretty early in the process to be telling her.
be like, I have this idea.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
Been 2 years since I've gotten to go to a town meeting, and I want some controversy.
Jeez, don't sneak up on me like that.
Well, at least we're not late. Luke's never late.
Actually, we're 2 minutes early.
Yeah. We should get a prize for being on time.
I think we're late.
What's going on here?
Nothing.
Meeting was supposed to start at 8, Taylor. It's a minute to 8.
There was a special issue that the business community had to deal with first, so we decided to start early tonight.
I'm in the business community, and I wasn't told about it.
Oh, you're the target, my man.
Yep.
You weren't
Yep.
invited because we are dealing with the Jess situation.
The Jess situation?
Uh-oh.
If you hadn't so cavalierly dismissed the issue, we wouldn't have had to do this. I lost business because of what your hooligan nephew did. She was telling other Dosey Market shoppers that Woodbury lettuce is crisper. That's business flying out the door. Okay. The charges against your nephew are numerous. He stole the Save the Bridge money.
He gave that back.
He stole a ome from Babette's garden.
Pierpont was also returned.
I heard
Okay,
he
this is
controls the
pretty
weather
bad
and wrote
at
the
this point.
screenplay to glitter.
That there is a consensus among townspeople who are in agreement that Stars Hollow was a better place before Jess got here.
So what do you do?
You
So-
can't exile him.
Yeah.
So there hasn't been any talk of tar and feathers, although...
Look, I've lived in this town my entire life, longer than most everybody here.
His point is that if there's a problem...
And I'm not saying there's a problem.
Right, he's not saying there is a problem, but if there is, give him time to deal with it before you storm his diner with torches and pitchforks.
Right.
Lay off him because what you're all doing stinks.
I'm done here.
I agree,
I'm done
actually.
with all of you.
I mean, if Jess is really doing all that stuff, it is a problem.
You have to address it.
But
for
they
sure.
haven't really caught it, I guess. Some of it, I guess.
Hey, I'm gonna go check on
We're
Dean.
discounting the fact
He's
that
been
it is a
scraping the
kid.
outline off the cement
Right.
for 2
It's got
days
some
now.
issues.
Good idea.
There should be consequences if he's stealing stuff and getting caught, though.
100%. More
I am so
grace
proud
from people
of you
Stars
and
Hollow,
Rory.
anyway.
You both have just come so far.
I need to talk to you about something.
Of course. What is it, honey?
Should have brought it up ages ago, but Suki and I are thinking of making a change.
A change?
We're going to open our own inn. Both love you so much.
I know.
But it just feels like something we need to do. And
It's been
Do you think I
since
was
you were a
naive
kid.
enough to think that you'd work for me forever? You and Suki have more talent for this business than I do. If you don't let me help you in any way I can, then I'll be very mad.
well, we're waiting for this perfect location to free up. That's all that's delaying us. But I promise you'll have plenty of notice. And
But I'm wondering if you could possibly make it sooner rather than later?
What?
Well, you see, your leaving gives me the perfect excuse to finally sell the place. And now that you have this big change coming up in your life, it might be time for one in mine.
Good.
Actually, it's very good.
Could you buy the inn from her? But I guess she
They
wants
want to start their own thing.
Sure, yeah.
Plus, if they're lucrative offers, she can't buy it.
True.
It's like, sure, let me just go get my $12 million to buy your inn.
Hey, how did your talk with Mia go?
Fine, good. She took it like you said she would. Classy.
She is classy.
She's gonna sell the inn.
You're kidding.
No. She says she gets offers and she thinks this might be kind of fortuitous timing for her. I just don't understand how she can do this.
What's the big deal?
The big deal is she's not going to sell it to another Mia. It's going to be a big chain. The place will lose all its personality and charm.
Well, I hope they don't do that, but hey, our place is gonna be full of charm.
So you don't care what happens to this place? It's just a little short-sighted to just write off this place when we haven't even bought Fran's yet, and hey, we don't know if we will.
Yeah.
We don't? We haven't even looked at any other places, and we don't know if that's necessarily the right one, and we have to be very practical.
She spirals like crazy, doesn't she?
She does.
Okay, do you have another location in mind?
Not really.
Do you want to look for a new location?
Oh, yeah, like I have all this time to go looking for other locations. This place is 5 times what we can afford.
Yeah.
So what do we do?
I don't know. It's on hold, I guess.
Is she going to stay to stop her from selling the place? Is that her plan?
Panic, yeah.
We had a vision. We had a plan. You're the one that got this whole ball rolling again, and I'm confused. Because I see it, and I see our vision. And you saw it too up until today.
Let's not get into this stuff.
No, get into it.
Yeah, I'd want to know too.
Well, you're not the most reliable person in the world or the most punctual.
You've always known that about me.
It could hurt us. I mean, you were late for the Fran meeting. You're constantly changing every menu you ever set, even after you've started making it. But you do that stuff at our place, it could wipe us out. Profit margins in a new business are slim.
So I'm leaving. And I'll see you tomorrow if I can remember to show up.
Yeah, that really turned into a whole different thing, didn't it?
Should you be standing here all alone? I hear this is a pretty dangerous corner.
I'm fine.
Gosh.
Did I do something to offend?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Good.
You might want to ask that same question to Luke, though.
Meaning?
You've got this whole town down on him.
Ah. What about it?
You did it. The whole town knows you did it. They had a meeting about it. And Luke went, and when he got there, everyone ganged up on him. They all want you gone.
Wow, bummer.
And he's standing there yelling at everyone and defending you. And now Luke's a pariah, and it's all because of you.
I mean, that's really true.
Go. I'm tired of talking to you.
Fine.
All he does is stick up for you, and all you do is make his life harder. I guess that's what you have to do when you're trying to be Holden Caulfield, but I think it stinks.
Didn't know they were coming down so hard on him.
Funny, I never pegged you as clueless. My mistake.
Okay. So did you at least think it was funny?
That is so not the point.
Yeah.
Dean, I don't think you two have met. This is Jess. This is Dean.
Boyfriend?
Of course.
Sorry, you didn't say.
This is going to start getting triangly weird.
Yeah. There's some tension there.
Yeah. These two are going to go nose to nose at some point, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like Tristan.
The seed is planted.
Yep.
Ta-da!
Is this the part where Lorelai
What do you
lashes out
think?
at everybody?
It's freaky. Freaky? I think Richard's just gonna love it. It's the perfect thing, don't you think? Mm-hmm. You've got to admit it turned out better than you thought it would.
Yeah. Hey, how
like
dare
father,
you walk
like
away from me
daughter,
when I'm
just
being a
cannot
world-class jerk to you?
compartmentalize.
Sure. That whole family.
Yeah.
The painting's great, Mom, really.
You can be so harsh sometimes, and I
Yeah.
just don't know where it comes from or
I
what I've done to
agree.
deserve it.
You did
I don't know
nothing.
where it
Well, I
comes
must
from,
have done
yeah.
something.
It's been a bad week, and it all started when Mia showed up for a visit, and I told her about our plans, and she's talking about selling the Independence Inn, and it just wigged me out a little. Will you accept my apology?
Yes. Please say yes.
Yes. Yes,
Okay,
I will.
good.
I've had bad days, too.
Well, Suki stopped at the diner this morning.
Oh.
I asked her how your plans were going with the new inn. She very awkwardly changed the subject.
We had a fight. A big, humongous fight. She's never going to speak to me again. Flat out panicked about the enormity of what we were getting into, and it clobbered me, and I clobbered Suki, and I'm such a jerk.
Yeah.
I don't get it. You're as ready as you've ever been.
Oh, Luke. Do not underestimate the complete and total lack of confidence I have in my ability. I don't have to leave the Independence Inn. I don't have to go into business for myself. I don't have to walk out on that limb and risk everything I've worked for.
Just stay where you are.
What is this, reverse psychology?
No, just stay at the inn. You're happy there.
There's no right
There's
answer.
no pleasing her, yeah.
Mia is selling the inn. And that hit me hard, too. Maybe harder than the other thing. I'm going to be without a home. The inn is where Rory took her first step. It's where I took my first step. It's more of a home to me than my parents' house ever was.
There is no button to push to get you through this. You just got to jump in and
Yeah.
be scared.
Just
and
gotta do it, yeah.
Stick with it until it gets fun.
I want to
People
do it.
all
You
the
should do
time.
it.
Yeah, man.
Some succeed, some fail.
Check it out.
Luke for the
Gilmore,
win,
you're
too.
not worth. I said stupid things, and I said them for reasons that have nothing to do with you, and I hate myself for doing it, and I know you do too, and I am sorry.
You are a brilliant chef, and to think that you should do things differently from how you do them now is ridiculous.
It's okay.
I want to go ahead with our plans. Forget my freak out. Pretend it didn't happen. Let's move forward.
I need your promise you're not going to lose it on me again.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I couldn't take losing a business partner and my best friend in one fell swoop.
We're going to give it our best shot.
And if we go down after 2 years...
It'll be the most exciting 2 years of our lives.
Tell me Emily's going to buy the inn.
You think she is?
I just wanted to meet the woman who helped raise my daughter.
Emily.
Oh,
Yes, I'm Emily
wow.
Gilmore. You have a lovely place here. It's a beautiful hotel. Not a home, but still a beautiful hotel.
Sometimes home is where your hat is.
I don't know why I came here.
You wanted to meet me.
After all these years, it makes no sense.
I expected you to come eventually. When
This is
Laura and
taking a
I
turn.
showed up on my porch
Yeah, it
that
did.
day with a tiny baby in her arms, I thought to myself, what if this were my daughter? And then I thought I'd want her to find somebody to take her in and make her safe and help her find her way.
I would have wanted her to find someone who would send her home. I'd appreciate if you didn't mention this to Lorelai.
I won't.
Never mind. She's not buying the inn. She just came there to fight.
Yep. I was going to give Emily a lot of credit.
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
You're gonna break that.
It was broken before.
Well, it must have got better.
Okay. Olive branch
Baby
a little
steps.
bit there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good.
I was wondering if he was going to fix it because earlier he's like, you're going to make
I
it
thought
worse.
he was going to do it on his own anyway,
Yeah.
but
Right. He's giving back. He's giving the
Yeah.
town toast. All right, Jess. This was
Yeah.
a very satisfying episode,
no,
though.
no, it was. The cool thing about this is there's so much gray area with everything that everybody was kind of right. I think the town is right to be upset at Jess.
Sure.
He's vandalizing and stealing things, and no one should have to put up with that by saying, "Well, he's just a kid." There are lines, and that stuff is over the line.
Absolutely.
At the same time, I agree with the torch and pitchfork thing that Luke was saying. Is like he also is a kid. There's got to be a better way. Mm-hmm. He was trying to say, "Come and talk to me." Well, that didn't work. Taylor did try to come and talk to him.
Yeah. And he kind of shoved him out the door.
Yeah, he kind of shoved him out the door.
Gray area is right, though, right? Because of the fact that he is a kid, but there should be consequences to your actions. You have to teach that, and
being a kid does not excuse antisocial behavior.
Yes.
Especially when there's like people's property and money and livelihoods involved.
100%. If it was just the chalk outline prank, that'd be one thing, but it's
Right.
not. It's an ongoing issue,
like-
so you do have to address it, and I think we will get there eventually.
Of course, right. He is a kid. He showed something in this episode, obviously at the end, that he has a little bit of a conscience there. When he kind of, when Rory kind of talked him into like maybe a little less selfish, and maybe you'll kind of see that your behavior has consequences.
And I do think
he did.
And I do think the fact that like she said, "Hey, Luke went on a limb for you,"
right,
shows that he does care, and the fact that like. I think it opens his eyes to the fact that there is somebody that does care about him.
Absolutely.
So that's nice to see that he does have those feelings, that he's not a monster.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't think he ever was a monster.
No,
I just think he's just a traumatized kid. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing everyone kind of needs to remember too. Yes, there should be consequences for some of his behavior, especially his criminal behavior, but also a little bit in moderation and how it's all in how you handle anything. Kids get in trouble. How do you handle it?
It's kind of like Barry in Sing Street. Remember that?
Right. Yeah,
kid,
for sure.
You know what I mean? Like you got to show a little empathy and a little patience
Right.
and understanding, and then you help these kids kind of move away from what they were doing. And
right.
I think Jess is going to be a great character in the show.
I think so.
I like that we're getting a little bit more of him too.
Sure. I don't like seeing when characters on the show. We saw it a couple episodes ago with Richard.
Yeah.
And we saw it here again with Lorelai. Something is upsetting in my life, and my failure to compartmentalize or reason through it even a little bit makes me lash out and hurt other people peripherally that have nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
That's something I struggle watching a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, because we've all done it for one thing.
It's a very human thing.
I am not above it. I've done it too, but I really do try, like, I'm really upset about this one thing. I'm not going to take it out on somebody else that has nothing to do with it. I've done it, but I've always in the moment been like, knowing while it's happening, I am absolutely giving grief to the wrong person right now.
Yeah.
I'm usually able to walk it back. That's just me. and again, I've definitely done it, but for me personally, it's just kind of hard to watch when it's happening, right?
Of course.
I'm mad at this person. They're not here, so I'm going to go punch down on this other person.
Because it makes you think of the apology when you come through.
Yeah,
you're
he's like, I know what. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I feel like even in the moment, you know what you're doing is wrong.
Yeah.
When you're doing that, you know what I mean?
Of course.
And it's like, can you stop yourself?
It's a release.
When you absolutely know what you're doing is completely wrong.
But it's nice that we were able to resolve those conflicts. I like that Lorelai went and talked to Emily and was like, "Hey, this is what's going on with me."
That one is a lot closer to my personal experience than the one with Suki, because Suki she waited and waited and waited and then went and apologized, which I'm glad she did.
Yeah.
But that is the kind of thing I like. The fact with Emily, it was like, I just did this thing, and she immediately went and said, "Hey, I just did this thing. I shouldn't have done that thing. Here's why I did it, and I'm really sorry." It was like immediate, like walking it back.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
the Suki thing was rough.
Right. Maybe I'm splitting hairs a little bit, but she really unloaded both barrels on Suki and waited a day plus to go to Suki and be like, that wasn't okay.
Yeah. Sometimes letting a situation breathe is okay. But,
Sure,
but
right.
that was largely her own insecurities.
I feel like that. You're right. Sometimes breathing works. You know how dude fights. Sometimes it's like, we just don't talk for 2 days. We'll be good. I feel like that particular situation is one where she should have been chasing her down the street saying, "Oh my God, that was not okay. I'm so sorry.
My bad."
Yeah, exactly.
But
I like the humanity of the characters, right?
Of course.
You don't expect bad television or bad movies are everybody's perfect. You know what I mean? And everybody always does the right thing all the time. Or good guys do the right thing all the time, and bad guys do the bad thing all the time.
Everyone's a Boy Scout or a caricature.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It all becomes completely unearned and unrealistic. Whereas this is more like, I'm a human and I'm going to make human mistakes.
That's the thing with the show.
Yeah.
That's the biggest surprise with the show, is that like how realistic to human nature it really is.
I agree.
And I did not expect that when we hopped into the show.
Because we had the same thing with Luke once. Remember that? When Luke kind of lost it on Lorelai about Jess and was like, "Well, you're a bad mother. You got, what kind of judgment do you have? You got knocked up when you were 16. It was like, dude, way out of line. Way out of line and off topic.
And that's what makes the show great.
Yeah.
Without those moments, this is like a bad show.
For sure.
You know what I mean? But like the fact that we have all these pieces coming together make this like a really special experience.
So, love triangle coming up?
I don't know, man. I mean, maybe it was a weird moment because like we've seen Dean with Tristan before, but that was such a different dynamic, and I don't think that Jess is hitting on her. I think he's more kind of like looking for someone his own age as a friend.
Right now, I think you're probably right. We'll see if it becomes more than that. And there's also the possibility, like with Tristan, that we end up with these two guys kind of adversarial with each other without ever asking her. When Tristan and Tristan was really Tristan who was acting obnoxious about her having a boyfriend and everything. It was like, why don't you ask her what she thinks? Mm-hmm. Tristan doesn't have that bone in his body. He
lays claim to everything.
Yeah, exactly. His entitlement makes me want to slap him sometimes.
Truly, we still haven't seen him this season.
No. I don't know if we will. You know what I mean?
Maybe he's just done.
Yeah, his arc might be done.
I forgot. Somebody on Patreon said that, I can't remember if they said he's coming back, but they did say that he was off doing something else because the WB, whatever channel this was trying to make him a leading man.
I mean, he has leading man chops.
He's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm sure he'll be back eventually. Anyways, but no, with Jess, I do want to see a friendship. I don't know if we're going to do the whole love triangle thing. I mean, obviously, a show can sell us on anything, and if it's good, we'll buy it. We've seen it before.
If it's well done, I'll buy anything,
But, I mean, Dean, he's a good guy.
He is. I don't think he and Rory are going to be together forever. I don't think this is the Rory has a boyfriend for 7 seasons or whatever show with Dean.
I was going to see, let's see how far his patience goes.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, appreciate it, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
See ya.